Hello, I'm a baby boomer. This is my chair. It's pretty comfortable. You know, I listen to a lot of bad books on CD. Bad thrillers, bad mysteries, bad courtroom suspense dramas. And the reason I do this is because I'm addicted to having someone yammer away at me while I'm exercising or washing the dishes or going to sleep. As long as I'm being told a story, I will put up with any amount of bad writing. Now, the main thing that makes bad writing bad is the frequent use of bad figures of speech. Metaphors and similes are supposed to make a description more vivid by comparing one thing with something else that's similar. For example, the baby has roses in her cheeks today. Obviously, the baby's cheeks are not stuffed with flowers. It's a simple association of the color pink, a baby, the roses, an easily grasped image, and more to the point, a compatible one. But here's what I heard in a book published, I might add successfully published, by an established publishing house. The author writes the following. A whiplash of pain stings my heart. My lungs, like all my other organs, are made of crushed glass. The shattered pieces cascade like sand down my chest, landing in my stomach. You know, I don't usually think of sand as cascading. Water, certainly, even rocks, but sand? And was it the whiplash that crushed the glass or shattered it or whatever? Further along in the story, the same author claims to have a gnawing ache that's tumbling through my belly. I'm wondering, can an ache gnaw and tumble at the same time? At the back of my neck, this author writes, my single drop of sweat swells into a tidal wave as I start to see the new reality I'm sitting in. Why is he just sitting there in that new reality when a tidal wave of sweat is coming at him? Man, get off your duff and start running. All three of these dysfunctional literary passages come from a novel published by, as I said, an established publishing house, though perhaps one that no longer employs editors. Another author writes, Lewis was racked by a deadly cocktail of indecision, apathy, presentiments, and melancholy. That is some cocktail. Not only filled with existential ingredients, but a cocktail that can rack you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't racked literally mean having your limbs wrenched out of their sockets and ripped from your torso by pulleys? I don't see a cocktail being able to accomplish that feat, figuratively even. Another best-selling novelist claimed that the sun beat down on them like a sky full of heat lamps. Where would those heat lamps be plugged in, I wonder, in the sky? The same author refers to someone prodding unlikely results into fruition. How many of you gardeners have ever prodded something into fruition? With a stick, with your foot, and did it work? I'm guessing that the prodding would have split open that unripe piece of fruit, thus losing it its only chance to come to fruition. Another writer insists that an unsolved problem still nags at a corner of my brain like a pesky hangnail. Do brains have corners? And let's not even mention that pesky hangnail. Even on the radio, you hear these bad metaphors. An NPR weather reporter predicts a mild day is on tap. I picture this reporter bellying up to the bar and ordering that mild day at his local saloon. An expert, also on NPR, announced, "Rest assured, the violence level is going to go up." Oh, thank you, sir. Now I can rest assured. Language baffles me. Yesterday, a cashier at the supermarket asked me, "Do you need your receipt at all?" Do I need it at all? Does she mean, do I sort of need it, or do I need part of it? I never know how to answer that question, so I always just say, yes. Then there is absolutely. May I bring you your check now, sir? Absolutely. Not just the cost of the appetizer, but the whole thing. Now, I blame us baby boomers for absolutely. Absolutely is a direct descendant of my generation's great. All right, so we'll meet at the corner of 5th and Main at noon. Great. Great? The successful exploration of the Antarctic between 1901 and 1904 without benefit of Gore-Tex or GPS in a 3-masted wooden schooner that was trapped in ice for a year, that was great.